Then I'll tell Tony to look out for getting a fever.
He's not going to.
What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna sit here and not get a fever. Great plan.
Who do you
If
think
you
you're
do that,
talking to?
sit there and not get a fever.
Yep, gonna totally perform that.
I believe in you.
I trust him.
He's going to really aggressively not get a fever.
Yep.
He'll recklessly not get a fever.
You come back and it's like
He is
tears
100 degrees.
frozen on his face on account of how not feverish he's aggressively become.
Frozen solid.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine we just come back and he's in like complete fever pitch, going crazy, like attacking Potman because he wouldn't accept the loan offer.
Like latched to the ceiling with his head spinning.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what fevers do.
Yep.
Hey, you don't know about his fever.
Whoa.
Well, should we go searching?
Whoa.
Yeah,
Leave
you
them
take
to
lead.
Their devices.
There's enough buildings, especially houses here, that if you want to do a methodical search of everything in search of like a vehicle, this for you two is going to be a day-long search.
I imagine both vehicle and we should try to check at least a few bathrooms for some type of fever reducers or whatever.
In which case, there's going to be no need for rolling, but I would like to know whether you folks are going to be doing this by moving stealthy or just trying to do it as quick as you can.
Oh.
How much as far as walker activity did we see as we passed through here the first time?
You guys weren't being followed by zombies whenever you actually got here.
I think we should be stealthy.
Stealthy as regards to...
That person is still around here and I kind of burned down their home.
Yeah. I'm saying stealthy as in regards to not running very fast because of leg, also trying to muffle any cries of pain because of leg.
In which case, while I won't make you roll scavenging rolls, since this is going to be an entire day-long project, I will have you make some dexterity plus stealth rolls for me, you two. Please.
-2, alright.
First one. Come on, you can do better than me on that.
It's -2 for that, right? If you don't have stealth.
Yeah, that'll be a -2.
Plus dex minus... Oh, fuck.
Well,
I'd like to think
So,
that I
one.
twisted an ankle and
1
put
plus
way
1
too
equals
much
1.
on that wound.
What we're going to say is, as you...
Every step she's just screaming.
The pain really gets to her. She's not able to focus that well, and as you end up passing through the grove of the artesian fountain, she basically just like trips and fucking falls into the fountain.
Surprisingly okay with that.
Surprisingly?
Fountain water, artesian well. Oh man.
Well, I don't trust anything here, so I'm actually going to look to take cover and kind of survey the area.
If I didn't lose track of him, I will attempt to amble towards something nearby.
Sure, you can definitely do that and survey the surrounding landscape before you continue through your process of...
I imagine just kind of like sit still for a few minutes and just listen very carefully.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah.
Why don't you listen for me?
I am. Nobody was saying anything.
Listen.
shut up.
Okay, two is already added.
Okay. Well, there's the sound of the artesian, well, water there, geysering out from the fountain. There is the sound of Kathlyn's labored breathing as she drips water.
This wet t-shirt contest over there.
The winner goes to the Yeti. Woo!
Trying to notice. Okay.
There is definitely the sound of the school burning Still continuing its long
can
burn.
hear it from you.
Yeah. With that kind of notice, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, look there on the hill. What is it? It's the school. It's still on fire. That's great. In regards to actual noises, there's a wind that rustles through the village. It carries the, it's actually blowing in the direction, like, basically, like, behind the school towards the rest of the village.
Huh.
And, it doesn't hear any sounds of animal life or wildlife at all.
Or people stepping on branches as they try to sneak up on us.
Nope, no sound of that.
Alright, all clear.
Going to
I mean, if I can hear into infinity, then I'm pretty sure nothing's coming at us right now.
you can in the distance hear douchebag talking.
In the background. Get here.
You think you can hear the sound of Potman toking up?
Just hear the little spark thing of his his lighter.
Yep. That might be your imagination.
Click.
My brain's just hearing what I know is happening.
Yes. What you know to be true. The inevitable
Just
sound
moving-
of some prowler out there.
So while they're
The
out
prowler's
doing all
right
that, while they're out doing all that boring stuff, Potman's gonna see if he can put together a bong or some kind of water
Out
pipe.
of metal.
Yeah, out of something.
Okay. That could be a Potman's day project. There's no need for a roll on that either. Unless you want to see how artistically cool with the limited resources you have on your bong.
Yeah, sure.
In which
Fuck
case,
it.
with your limited materials, it would be at a -4 penalty. But you have your super cool artistic shit, so you're gonna get a basic success no matter
Yeah,
what,
it's
right?
still guaranteed to be
Yeah.
like an amazing piece of art.
It's still guaranteed to be serviceable as a bong.
So what? How about perception plus craft metalworking in order to scavenge up all the necessary bullshit?
Well, you really wouldn't be like... It wouldn't really be that since you're just limited to like the materials you have in the house. It would just basically be like an intelligence plus craft metalworking.
Fair enough. At a
What you got?
-4.
At a -4.
Cool. Net -1.
Can he do it?
He
And he-
Nope.
he cannot
It's...
do it.
You made a serviceable bong.
All right.
Basically
It's
relying
okay.
more on talent than skill, and you're fully cognizant of that fact. But it doesn't matter, because you can get high.
Smoke weed every day.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a lot better than trying to find fucking toilet paper to make joints.
Or, all right.
How about you? How about some gauze?
The day-long project of Fletch and Kathlyn as they scope through the houses. Well, throughout all of the varying degrees of houses, you do find limited amounts of supplies. You do manage to scrounge together enough food to basically feed the four of you for 3 meals this day. So basically 12 rations worth, which can take care of all your food needs for today.
Yeah.
All sorts of varying degrees of knickknacks and other useless esoteria that you can find if you scope, like, 100 houses or so.
That clown collection was really creepy.
Yeah.
Might just have to burn
No
it.
idea how terrifying that is.
Might just have to burn them.
Of all the role-playing occasions, say, in one house you'll find, apparently one of the people in this house like to collect Native American memorabilia of, headdresses and, the little, wooden statue things, dream catchers, feathers.
Every painting is that one Native American crying.
Another guy who apparently was still lost in the 70s because he still had, shag carpets, psychedelic colors, crazy wallpaper on the walls.
Does he have any paraphernalia laying around?
There might be a few items.
I am simultaneously very glad and very sad that we didn't get Potman in this house.
I will amusingly gather a few items up for Potman. Especially if there's any papers, because he's always asking for papers.
Right.
That's true.
There's
Man, it's like a fucking receipt.
yeah. There's the family with the ball gag room. You quickly leave that one behind.
Whoa.
You sure we quickly leave that?
I mean,
there-
think of the number of people that would just make so much more pleasant to be
I
around.
was so surprised. There was like a swing hanging in the bedroom. I mean, Cat could, rest a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, some loose replacement clothes for Kathlyn to change out, courtesy of the damp condition of her current clothes.
By loose, you mean leather that doesn't cover much.
The tightest leather possible.
Not in that house. Other houses.
Oh.
They have taste. They only use latex.
And certainly if you folks are looking for like change of clothes for everyone, or at least for the two of you, that can certainly be acquired as well. Wouldn't be the best fitting, but got belts. You can find something in all the places.
Any decent boots among them that
Well,
fit?
sure. We'll say that with all of the houses that you're searching and all the spare things, you'll eventually find something that can be of use.
Sweet.
You actually got a crossbow left behind in one house with 20 bolts assigned to it.
Damn it, that's a hand weapon.
Why is it a hand weapon? Cat, take it.
Oh, God.
And another house, you actually end up finding, like, this guy must have been, like, a collector of weapons. It's hard to say. But there's, like, a broadsword, there's a katana, there's, like, an executioner's axe.
Are these all replicas or real? I'm not there, but I'm just asking because I want to know.
So are they all replicas or are they real?
The edges are tested. They are actually sharp. They're, like, wrapped in paper so as to prevent,
They have
like...
decent heft.
Especially the axe. Yes. They
I
are.
will
They are.
so
They are.
take a katana.
They are
Thinking
serious
about the
people
axe.
weapons.
Because, oh God, act.
Problem with the axe is that it uses a different skill from clubs.
But
For
it's a
some
hefted
reason.
weapon, so it'll at least be less of a penalty based on the way that we've done it before.
Yeah, it would actually count as a fucking great axe. That executioner's axe.
Alright, so it'll at least be easier for her to learn if she wants to.
Yeah.
Because she uses big stuff.
Broadsword, great axe, and katana.
I'm kind of feeling that katana.
Dude, katanas are the best thing ever. It'll slice everything else in that house in half.
Cut through armor and still cut
Cuts
a
through
tomato.
all the other weapons. Yep, it works.
And
So I've got leather sex armor, thigh-high boots, and a katana. Fucking golden.
So is this like Kill Bill? No,
Getting there.
we're almost there.
Ready
You
for a
need-
low fantasy adventure.
You need the tracksuit.
Yeah, the yellow motorcycle armor.
And there's also one more thing too. As you folks end up approaching nightfall, you do end up finding a grand total of 1 bicycle. By the way,
Is it a boys or girls?
it's a adult bicycle
Oh,
So we don't
less
care anymore.
fun.
with a cherry red helmet to match the color of the bike.
Oh, we have a bicycle.
A little place where you can like attach a water bottle, like a little like clip-on flashlight that hangs on the handlebars.
Ding ding.
Doesn't have a basket though.
No bell, no, or basket. Like little reflector, laminated things to as
Do they
headlights
have?
can like shine off. You're not there, goddammit, Jordan. Fucking shut up.
Yeah, don't get yourself shot next time.
So there's that. You have a bicycle. And as you are actually approaching nightfall, you end up coming to one of the last houses, and you notice that as you're approaching the house, that this one actually doesn't have open doors, and the blinds are drawn pretty tight. And when Fletch, attempts to, he studies the blinds, he actually notices that there appears to be drapes which actually cover the backs of these blinds.
They're the same drapes from the high school.
Not the same drapes, but that there's drapes that effectively it's like a different type of blind, so as to reduce the amount of light that could even get into the house.
It's got a blackout sheet.
These are These are drapes +2, I can tell by the concealment vector.
It's a one-story house. Actually appears to be in fairly alright condition in the fact that it hasn't been like looted or anything, and the doors are closed. No vehicle outside, although Kathlyn is so astute enough in her pain, now that she has dry clothes, that bicycle tracks, not fresh, lead away from this place.
The door is
So it
too
looks-
obvious, so I'd actually be looking to, assuming the outside is fairly secure and we're not about to be run down by a horde.
There's a one-door garage.
I actually want
Closed.
to listen at different windows and doors, see if there's anything going on inside, try to be quiet about it.
Sure. You can go ahead and do that for me.
Notice 2 is added for hearing. Yeah, barely.
Through the wall of the house, as you slowly scope around, you don't think you hear the sounds of anything active. And then again, power's not on, water's not on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anyone, like, moving around in there or anything moving
Yeah, for all I
around
know,
there.
they're just laying on the couch reading a book quietly themselves.
Yes.
Well,
And you've got absolutely no vision. Like, even, like, the doors themselves have, like stained windows so as to sharply filter, like, any light. Like, the design of the house is actually set in mind so that light simply can't come in. There's even, like, 2 massive, like, oak trees out in the front yard, which further help to filter light so that basically the entire porch is swathed in darkness.
is this a vampire haven? I'll take no answers, maybe. Well, Cat, I think we should knock.
Knock from not directly in front of the door. And just
Yeah, that's
knock from the
probably a
side.
good idea.
Sort
Well,
of heft the axe towards the door from the side, obviously.
knock a few times and see what happens.
Okay. You knock a few times. How loud do you knock?
Not beating the door down, but not
Okay.
quietly. So let's say Jehovah's Witness knock.
Alright, Jehovah's Witness knock then. Wait about 15, 20 seconds. Doesn't appear to be any response to that.
Knock a little harder.
Okay. You actually dimly hear, since you have such a cute hearing, you hear someone go, "Oh my god, what time is it?"
What time is it?
This is like basically like the last house you're making on your stop. You're looking at like 8:15, 8:20.
I'll actually respond in what seems like it would be like they could probably hear it. Just say like it's a little after 8.
And of course, Jehovah's Witnesses are outside my door. I had too much to drink.
I just want to note that I am indeed holding the axe still. Not like up, but just holding it.
Okay.
Give Kathlyn a strange look and be like, he thinks we're Jehovah's Witnesses.
I've seen some
So
very
you definitely need to be
Jehovah's
armed.
Witnesses.
No, right. The world's ended. What brings you here? Everyone's already left.
What
Yeah,
brings you here, travelers?
that's kind of why we're here. Everyone else is left.
There's another pause. It says,
Some kind of crazy person shot one of our friends, and we're kind of looking for something medical for their fever. Perfect sentence structure. Don't question it.
Something medical for their feet.
pause like, something medical for their fever. Yes, that is the
You
first
know-
concern when someone is shot.
Well, they lived through the shot, so
You got the bullet out.
Have you tried whiskey?
that's medical.
Technically, yes, I have tried whiskey, but we don't
You
currently
folks
have.
did buy, so you folks did find several bottles of cheap wine while you
He
were
doesn't
out.
know that.
I will note that.
So we should apply local anesthetic to Tony's face with a bottle of wine.
The voice behind says, "Well, there's nothing that you can't find out there that you're gonna have better odds, especially since I haven't been able to check the school yet."
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. There's not much out there.
There's a pause. Oh. Huh. How about that? Guess that solves that mystery.
It's kind of where the crazy person was. They might have burned it down trying to get us.
They might have.
They kind of did, actually.
Alright, well, that removes that potential location. Have you tried Fort Drake?
Is that the Finch place?
You're not from around here, are you?
No.
Not too close, no.
Hold on. I can hear someone getting up from somewhere.
And just to be cautious, like hand near pistol, but not
And
holding it.
Still holding that axe.
I'm pretty sure I'll have to fire this thing like 8 times to kill somebody. Like, this 22 pistol is the worst thing ever.
Actually, then again, I did get a 22 LR in my leg that nearly murdered. Oh god, it was horrible.
That was from a rifle, though.
And there's a pause. Then another 30 seconds, and then says, "Ah, 2 of you. Nice weaponry.
Take
You
what
got
you can
that.
get.
Didn't know there was,
You'd probably find a lot of things about your former neighbors to be interesting.
Probably not
I
anymore.
assume he liked Renaissance fairs.
I never get out much." And with that, a varying series of locks begin to turn. And a door opens. Partway, revealing a face on the other side, actually has a set of sunglasses on. The man before you is 5'8", in his mid-20s, with deep-set blue eyes like shimmering pools of water, which are mostly obscured by the sunglasses. He looks like a misplaced fashion model with silky chestnut hair, tousle like he just recently woke up, and a 5 o'clock shadow. Denim jacket, white undershirt, and blue jeans complete the ensemble. At least the tennis shoes are practical. Broad shoulders and strong hands. He holds a pistol grip pump action Remington, not currently leveled at you, but it is clearly held at his side.
Tennis shoes are practical, minus the fact he just slept in them.
Notice you checking
looks
out
like
the tennis shoes, like, never know when you gotta run.
Yeah, I hear you. Not to impose, but is there anything you think you might be able to help us with? We were kind of robbed recently.
Familiar with those people up in Boonesboro?
Gives you two a confused look.
Yeah, well, you might run into him here before too long.
They're led by a goddamn idiot that calls himself Megaphone.
He gives you a skeptical look.
Well, they're crazy. They have a bunch of guns, and they're kind of drafting
Just use
people
the
to be
word
part
cult, damn it.
of the people. So just something to look out for.
Right.
It's like a Jehovah's Witness thing,
Hey.
but
Believe us or not, like, I told you about them, so...
Well, of course. Next thing you're gonna tell me is that there's zombies walking around raised from the dead and that the end of the world is nigh.
Oh, so you already know.
I've heard.
Yeah.
you're ahead of the game.
Not a whole lot of news comes whipping through here. Wake up one night, suddenly everyone's gone.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
But, you know, to each their own. If you want to hole up here, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. Holding a shotgun.
At least you got a source of water, right? I mean, that's something.
There's not a whole lot I can do, but there is that lovely source of water. Be loath to leave it behind, just waiting on the arrival of a few friends, that's all.
Oh, yeah?
He flashes a disarming smile.
Yeah, like I said, we're just really looking for medication. And a car. You wouldn't happen to know any working cars around here, would you?
He pauses, the eyes, like, look up, like he's thinking, like, no. I, like I said, don't go out much, don't have much use for a car, can't drive.
Oh,
Yeah, we know somebody kind of like that.
Kind of like, probably not kind of like me.
No, kind of like barely knows how to drive.
Yeah, but I'm sure he actually wants to drive, and he could drive if he wanted to.
He tries.
I can't.
Well, I mean, he gently drifted a car.
is this guy blind? Is that what he's getting at?
Seems possible.
With the way that he is affixing his eyes as soon as he starts rolling up at Fletch and Cat, as well as the observations he's made about the
Yeah,
weaponry
he did
you're
say,
holding.
"Oh, there's two of you and nice weaponry," so it's very unlikely.
Yeah, fair enough.
Unless he's Daredevil.
Easily blind.
Yes.
It's actually Ben Affleck.
Not
So we should
Daredevil.
probably open fire.
Not Daredevil, Ben Affleck.
Upon
Yes.
looking at him a bit more, he does open the door a bit more. His skin has some coloration to it, but it's light of color. Like, he doesn't actually get out in the sun much, if at all.
My God, he is a goon.
The man says, "Like I said, I got nothing more than whiskey. I don't really have a vehicle for you, or much of anything I can do to help. Especially if you folks have already combed through the area and the school is torched, beyond recommending Fort Drake to you, if you haven't already tried that."
Oh, we might. Do you have some wire cutters?
The man says,
If you don't get out, you wouldn't really need them, right?
No, you misunderstand me. I do get out, just not during the day."
Ah.
He actually,
All right.
with one hand reaches over and says, "Sure, wire cutters," and actually extends a hand holding a set of wire cutters. I keep them around.
Huh.
That's weird. Thanks.
Okay, bye, vampire.
Yeah, you might not want to actually try Fort Drake, just if you suddenly get overrun by zombies and start running somewhere. They've kind of shot at us a few times, so
I don't understand how the place has been abandoned for 19 months.
it might not be anymore. They're
I've
kind
been-
of doing whatever they want.
I'm like,
Trust me, military,
I'm
anything.
getting I got the impression you weren't from around here.
We spent some time courtesy of Uncle Sam. Just a little north of here, and then they kind of shot at us. And,
The man blinks. I'm pretty sure the place is still abandoned unless they just moved in within the last week.
yeah, that's when it would have been, probably.
Probably.
Hear any like helicopters or anything recently?
No.
Well, all right.
Looks like you got more information than I do, so you got it all under control. Flashes another smile.
Yeah, something like that.
Just look out for rats or any way they can get in.
All right, miss. Anything else?
Thanks for the help. Beyond that, just stay
Yeah,
safe.
Enjoy your night.
Oh, I will. I'll be out soon.
fuck?
He closes the door.
So the tone of that "I'll be out soon."
Said completely nonchalantly.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
So in the running tab of reasons why we shouldn't stick around here,
Yeah, vampire, top of the list.
I'm pretty sure he's a ghoul. Like, just complete meta, I'm pretty sure he's a ghoul.
But ghouls could travel in daylight.
Yep.
But he keeps a night schedule for his master.
Sevala.
Along with his home being completely prepared to house his master if necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Fletch is just getting a creepy vibe from him. I'm pretty sure that there's a bloodsucker around here. So let's go back to the house with our wire cutter.
I think he's just an internet nerd.
Well, that's not going to do anything for him, what with the power being out.
I know.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not
losing his
buying.
best-
I'm not buying that.
We know he's not an albino because Grimith said he had
Yeah, he has some
pigment
skin
to his
pigment. It's just very light. And, what you could see of his frame, he was very kept in shape.
He has genetic complexion.